Hey guys, it's Liv here. So I know I've been promising to make this video for a really long time now, so I thought that I would go ahead and get started. Yeah, so I want to show you guys the pins I've been collecting for the past, I don't know, like month or so. It's kind of a lot, so no introduction, let's just jump into it. So first things first, I just recently bought this very amazing Haunted Mansion portrait, Alice in Wonderland themed portrait. You know, there's the stretching portraits in the Haunted Mansion ride, and they came out with a pin set this year that I think you probably could still find on the rack. I'm not sure. Probably by next year they'll be all gone. But it's Alice in Wonderland, the Queen of Hearts, as the guy standing on the barrel in his boxers, and then I think Maleficent is one, Cruella is one. What's the last one? Maleficent, Cruella, and Captain Hook. So, because I collect Alice in Wonderland ones, I wanted to get the Queen of Hearts one, and it's a really big pin. Like, look at it compared to my hand. That's huge. So, I am super duper happy with it, and it is on my board right now. Next pin that I got is this really amazing Haunted Mansion Mickey pin. I actually traded it with my aunt, and I just think it's really cute, and I love how Mickey and Pluto are the characters of the caretaker, or the grave, whatever that guy is called in the cemetery. And then if you didn't notice too, like the hitchhiking ghosts are behind the tombstone that says Haunted Mansion. So it's just altogether a really cute pin. It's from, I thought it was older, but it's actually from 2013, but I love it. I think it's really cute. Next pin, I also a lot of these I traded from my aunt, so, or I traded from my cousin as well. But it's this really awesome Matterhorn pin. I'm pretty sure this is a rack pin, but really awesome nonetheless. I love the Matterhorn ride. This one's 2012, but I just love how Mickey is like three-dimensional, if you can see, in comparison to the rest of the pin. He's like coming off the pin, and it's just, he's wearing little lederhosen, and it's super cute, so I really love this pin. This next set is a booster pack that I believe came out 2014, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But I had to have it when I saw it, and I actually took it off the board, and I just have it sitting with the rest of my collection. But it's the Up series, so we've got this one when Carl and Ellie are young, and then here's when they get married, so cute, and then here is when they have their little professions and they're getting a little older. He's got the balloon stand, and then this is when they're really old and super duper cute. This is my favorite one. Up is like my go-to movie when like I'm super depressed and I just like need a good cry. Like I'll go watch Up because it just always gets me. But I had to have this pin set. There's also a set right now that they're selling of doubles of Kevin and the little kid's name. I always want to call him Russell. I always want to call him the dog's name. I always get the dog, Doug and Russell mixed up, but it's Russell and Kevin, and I really want to get those two pins to go with this set. So who knows, maybe sometime in the future. Next, we have a pin I actually got for my birthday. It was a gift from my cousin's boyfriend, and it was actually bought from a really amazing, like, kind of, I guess it's like a flea market kind of a place. But anyway, it's a limited edition Fantasia pin, and it's got the hippo and the alligator, and then if you look, the ostrich goes up and down in the back. It's a little loose, but when you stick it in a pin board, it stays flat and it stays up. So I absolutely love this pin. Then we have, I bought these at the park not that long ago, but I had to have them. So we have New Orleans Square, and we've got Tiana and Naveen as frogs, and I always wanted a pin of them as frogs, but I always wanted a pin of them together. And I love that it's New Orleans. New Orleans Square is my favorite area in Disneyland, so to me this is a perfect addition to my collection. And this was actually in a box where you get, this pin is showing on the front, and then there's another pin hidden behind it in the back. So the pin that I got with it was, I believe it was this one, this Cars Land pin, which I'm not like a huge fan of Cars Land, but I really love this pin. I just love the way that it looks. I think it's a really nice size, and just really nice set. I also got from that same set, I bought another box that had the pin that was showing was Mowgli, and it says, you can't really tell, it says it's the sign for Adventureland, and it's got Mowgli sitting in this little leafy baskety thing, and it's got Ka swirling around the top of it. I wish it would focus a little, but it's a really nice pin. And so basically this whole set is different, the different areas of each park. So like the hidden pins are all California Adventure, while the ones that are showing are all the different lands in Disneyland. So the one that came with that one was a pin of the Pacific Wharf, which is in California Adventure. I'm not crazy about this one, but you know, whatever. I might trade it. Who knows? We'll see. The next one I got, I traded with my cousin, and I'm obsessed with it. It is the Tree of Life from the Animal Kingdom. I think this is such a beautiful pin, and ever since I was a kid, I've always had an obsession with the Tree of Life, because all the old 90s television shows, whenever they would go on like a Disney vacation, they'd always go to the Tree of Life, and they'd always see that. And the one I'm thinking of in particular is Full House and Family Matters. They would go and you would always see like the Tree of Life in that show. I think they also went there in Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So all my childhood shows, I always saw this freaking tree, and I always wanted to visit it. One day, you are on my bucket list, little guy. Well, big guy. I will visit this tree, but until then, the pin will have to suffice. The next pin I got, I traded with my cousin, which I was so thrilled that she traded this with me. It's a limited edition 1500 Roger Rabbit cartoon spin. I'm not a huge fan of this pin, but it has a lot of sentimental value in that my grandfather, this was like the ride that he worked on up until he retired. So whenever I see this pin, it makes me think of him. So that's why I'm super duper happy to have it. And Jessica's little dress, well, what the little bits you can see are actually red and sparkly. You can't really tell on the camera, but I just am so obsessed with this pin. And this is a great movie too. This is one of my favorites, so really happy to have this. Next we have, I guess it's just a rack pin from Disney World, but I am so in love with this pin. It is the Disney, it's the Cinderella Castle, and then if you hold it, it spins around and the fireworks spin around in the background. I just think that this is a beautiful pin. I'm so happy to have it. It's my only pin of the Walt Disney World castle, so it definitely, I love it. Love it. The next set of pins I have to show you guys is a booster that I traded with my cousin, and I was really excited that she would trade it with me because I don't have any pins of Brave, but here we go. We've got the witch. Really love it. And I think there's a little wisp coming out of her hand, but you can't really see it too well. Really awesome. Then we've got her three little brothers looking really cute. Then we've got the dad, which I love him. I think Billy Connolly is his voice, and I just saw The Hobbit, and that was that was a great movie. Totally digressing, sidetracking right now. I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan and Hobbit fan, and I just saw that movie and wow, so that's immediately what I thought of. But yeah, anyway, moving on, the last pin in the set is Merida and then her 3 brothers as bears. So what bugs me, this is the only thing that bugs me about this booster set, is that where is Merida's mom? I don't understand why she wasn't in this booster, but I love the booster set nonetheless, and I'm glad that I own it. So yeah. The next pin I have to show you guys is a Wreck-It Ralph pin. I absolutely love this movie. It fulfills all of the nerdiness factors that I require in my life. I geeked out so much when I saw this movie for the first time, so I've been wanting a pin from this movie again. It's another rack pin. You could find it, I'm pretty sure you can still find it in the park right now, but it's got these little pink rhinestones, and it's the scene, actually I don't think it's actually a scene from the movie, but when Vanellope and Ralph first meet, and that whole scene, that whole back and forth between them is one of my favorite scenes in the movie, so I'm really glad to have a pin of this, and Ralph looks really nice and sweet. Usually I don't like pins, same thing with Brave, the Brave ones, I don't like pins when they make 2-dimensional pins of the 3D movies. I think a lot of times they look really funky and weird, but these 2 sets of pins I was actually really happy with, especially with Merida's dad. I thought he really translated well, so that's why you don't really see a lot of those pins in my collection. Next, so my favorite animal is a squid, and this was a set, I forget what it was a limited release, I think it was last year or the year before, but they had these different like park icons or whatever, and I don't know what this is supposed to be from, if he's from 20,000 Leagues or if he's from like the old submarine ride. He's just this little squid, and I think the normal one is actually like a pink color or peachy color, and this is the like alternate color version of him, and I think this one's a little more rare, but it's purple. It's a freaking purple squid, and yeah, I love to draw squids. I think they're super cute, and I want to get a tattoo of a squid sometime in my life. So look how like nervous he looks too. Like I love him, so I was really happy to trade for him. Next, this I believe is a limited edition as well, limited edition 400 of Winnie the Pooh riding his little balloon with all the bees around him. I don't have a ton of Winnie the Pooh pins, but I really loved this one. I saw it and fell in love with it and knew that I had to have it. So yeah, really cute. And I just think Pooh Bear looks really cute. So yeah, that's why I have it. Next is another pin that I traded with my cousin. It is one of the Millennium pins from the set, that whole series. It's Pete's Dragon. Believe it or not, I've actually never seen this movie, but I think, I'm assuming it's Puff, right? I think he's just the cutest little dragon. I need to watch this movie along with The Reluctant Dragon. I haven't seen those movies at all. I actually just recently had a marathon of Treasure Planet and Brother Bear, and those are movies that I've been putting off to watch for a very long time, and I actually really enjoyed both of them. So I'm thinking next will be Pete's Dragon for me and The Black Cauldron. I have to watch those 2 movies, but I just thought it was a really nice pin and I couldn't pass it up. Next is another pin from that same Millennium set. It's Cruella de Vil. I absolutely love this pin. I think it's so fun. Her face is hilarious. The shape and how round it is because of her big fur coat. Believe it or not, this was a movie that I wasn't that into growing up, but as the older I got, the more I appreciated it, and I think Cruella de Vil is so perfectly evil, and I'm really glad I have an awesome pin of her specifically in this face too, so really happy to have this pin. Next we have Cyan Am from Lady and the Tramp. I actually traded my aunt my Lady and the Tramp pin for these 2 guys. I absolutely love them. They're so perfectly evil, huh? But anyway, not much more to say about them, but I love their song, and I just, yeah, they're really annoying, but I love them because they're so annoying. Next we have this really random limited edition pin. It's, I believe it's Clarabelle Cow dressed as Ariel on a seahorse carousel thing. I don't know why it's limited edition. I don't know what it's from, but I just think it's a really freaking hilarious pin. And I saw it and I knew I traded it with my aunt. I knew I had to trade it with her just because look at, this is so random and it's so hilarious. I need to find out what the rest of this set looks like because if it's half as good as this, then I definitely want the rest of the set. Next we have this pin of Carl and Ellie I traded for where they're painting the mailbox and they're about to put their handprints on it as they're falling in love, and then if you open it up, a little heart comes out and it's got the 2 little letters in it. Such a cute pin. I think if I were to quote-unquote ship any Disney couple, it has to be Carl and Ellie or Wally and Eve, but I think they're my #1, so I'm kind of obsessed with all of the ones with them on it, so I'm really glad I have this one. Next we have this really, really beautiful Dumbo pin. I'm not sure, I don't really know much about it, and it's too small, I can't read when it came out, but I just think it's a really, really, really beautiful Dumbo pin, and as most of you guys know, I collect Dumbo, so I was really, really happy I traded this online. I was really, really, really happy to make this trade, and it's just such a beautiful, look how shiny it is. It's so shiny, and I think he is in fact holding the magic feather. So I love to collect pins of Dumbo where he's holding the magic feather because, as I've said before, I have a tattoo of the magic feather on my right foot, so it just has a lot of meaning for me, so I'm really glad to have this pin. Next is this little tiny Cheshire Cat pin. I don't know where he's from, but he's super duper cute. He's really small. I actually traded it off of a cast lanyard, so I was really, really excited to find that. It's been so difficult to trade in the parks lately, but I got really lucky with this guy, and I love him because he's so small. But yeah, really happy I found him. I also traded this one online. This is one of my favorites I've ever traded. It is the ballerina from the Haunted Mansion stretching portrait. I just think this is a beautiful, beautiful pin. It's made very different from other pins that I've seen. I don't know if that means that it's fake or not. I'm pretty sure it's real. But it's just absolutely, I don't care whether it's fake or real, it's an absolutely gorgeous pin, and I'm super duper happy to have it. This is a part of a big set, but I don't know if I'll ever try to trade for it just because I'm happy with just this one, so love this pin. Next we have another one I traded with my aunt of Walt. I think this is also a rack pin that you could still find today. I love it when they have the pictures inside of the pins that are, it's like an actual photo, but I love that it's also got the classic Disney characters just around a younger Walt. I just think it's a beautiful pin, and I'm super happy to have it in my collection. Next we have this like Disney crest. It's a little bit dusty. I traded it with my cousin, and I think it was under her bed on her board. But I also have a crest like this of the Mad Hatter and the White Rabbit, so she traded me for the Mickey. I believe it's limited edition of 750, so it's really, really nice. I have it on my favorites board with a bunch of my other like Disneyland related pins, so I really, really, really love this one. I gotta clean it off a little bit, but still beautiful pin. Next we have a few pins that I just recently traded for online. We've got this little Alice who is curtsying, and I think she's so cute, but also she has, I guess, a mistake to where she doesn't have her stockings on. It's just her legs, I don't know if the lighting is so bad, it's just skin color on her legs. So the person that I traded with online, her name is Pinstajelly. If you go look for her on Instagram, at Pinstajelly, she's a sweetheart. She traded this with me for another pin and then ended up zapping me with another pin because she knows I love Dumbo, and it is this limited release, oh girl, this limited release Dumbo who is so absolutely adorable, and it's got the little sea ticket on it, and I'm so obsessed with this. I can't wait to put it on my Dumbo board. Super duper cute. And then last but not least, the last pin that I traded also with my aunt is this Peter Pan pin. I believe it's the 60th anniversary celebration pin. It's just, can we appreciate how beautiful this pin is? If you look at it from the side, Peter Pan is three-dimensional coming off the pin. I just absolutely love this pin. I was super duper thankful that she was willing to trade it with me because I don't really have any epic Peter Pan pins like this, and growing up this was one of my favorite Disney movies, so really happy to have this in my collection. This one's a limited edition of 1,000, so really cool. Then also, I'm not going to get into this right now, but I have a ton of traders that I might be posting at some point online. This is just some of them. Sorry, I had to go get the rest of them. So you guys saw that, and this is the handful of traders that I have. Oh, with the big hair. This is the handful of traders I have, plus all of these. Got more traders. More traders. More traders. Yeah, I have about 40 traders right now. The only thing is about half of those are fake Disney pins, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, if I'm going to trade those out at the parks or if I'm going to just be a good person and like use them for crafts or whatever. We'll see. But yeah. So, like I said, maybe I'll post those on my Instagram. If you guys want to go follow me on Instagram, I'm at LivLovesDisney. You can follow me, we can be friends, trade pins, whatever you want to do. Yeah, I post a lot there. You can check out some of my drawings, you can check out some of my pins that I own, and yeah, just kind of keep up with me. I post a lot more there than I do here, just because it's been super busy, but I hope you enjoyed seeing all my new pins, and hopefully there'll be a lot more to come in the near future. I have a couple of videos coming out for you guys that I'm really excited about. I just finished doing a swap video with That One Couple TV. I will link them in the description below. You guys have to go check them out. They're really amazing. They're just about to wrap up with filming Vlogmas, so I'm really excited to post that video because they got me some amazing stuff, so be on the lookout for that. I also have a sister tag video that I just filmed with my little sister that I'm going to post really soon as well. So you guys have a couple really fun videos coming up, and I hope you'll enjoy them. Alright, that is it. I love you guys so much. I will talk to you again very soon, and yeah, that's all.